Hello everyone, welcome to True Voyage. Today I'm going to be doing a requested eyeliner cut crease look. I'm going to first start off with doing the graphic line with the eyeliner, but for those of you who have aging lids or a drooping lid or a mono lid, I'm also going to show you guys how to add a eyeshadow on top to soften the look just a bit. All right everyone, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use the No. 1 de Chanel foundation, and I'm going to use about a pump and a half. Grabbing now a domed brush, I'm going to first apply the foundation on the areas that have my discoloration and redness, usually the center of the face and under the eyes, and I'm going to blend that out. This whole look is based on light, transparent skin. Less is more. Now using my Nars Soft Matte Concealer with the brush that goes along with it, I'm going to dab a bit of product, not much, onto the brush and go ahead and conceal a little more of the shadow under the eye area. As you can see, the soft matte side is much brighter and more even than the other eye. Now I'm going to cover any dark spots, freckles, and any imperfections that I would like to conceal. This concealer is amazing. It's almost like using an eraser. Now onto the Nars Light Reflecting Powder. This is a brightening powder that softens and blurs texture and pores. You can even use it under the eyes to brighten. I have very little bit on my Wayne Goss brush, and I'm just tapping that onto the skin, and then I'm lightly buffing it underneath the eye area. A little down the center of the face, around the nose, the marionette lines, and my lid. As you can see, it's soft and isn't settling into fine lines underneath my eye area. One of my favorite powders, soft, glowy, use very little. All right, I'm going to stop here. Complexion is done. As you can see, less is more. I really wanted to create a second skin-like finish, but now we're going to get into the eyes. And I wanted to show you guys two ways that you can do this eye look. And that is one, if you are somebody who has aging eyelid concerns, you're going to use an eyeshadow powder rather than a pencil. The pencil is a little more graphic, it's a little bit more intense, and it's a little bit more hard to work with, honestly. So powders are always a great alternative. For those of you who want to use the looks that I do with a pencil, you can always use eyeshadow. Now I'm going to go into the lash line, as you're going to see, and then I'm going to bring it into that crease. Now I admit that I have a prominent lid, it's quite big, so I'm going to use a pencil. So let's go ahead and get started on this eyeliner cut crease look. Using my Victoria Beckham Cajole eyeliner in the color Bordeaux, I'm tracing that against the lash line. Next I'm going to take the smudger and just soften that line by wiggling it back and forth, and then using the liner on the inside corner so that we have one fluid line, even applying in the waterline. Now using that same liner, I am adding a flick and then using the SONIA G brush to extend that line, and then we're going to work it into the crease. Your crease is where the eyeball starts to move back into the skull, so go ahead and just feel that out if you have a hard time finding your crease. Working that brush into the crease area, back and forth, kind of tracing that line out. I don't add any more product. I'm just using the brush to lightly extend inward from dark, medium to light. It should have a nice fade. Going back now with the Victoria Beckham Cajole liner, I'm going to deepen that line a bit by adding a little bit to the outer corner into the crease, once again grabbing that brush and blending it into the crease. Most of the time you're just going to be blending. This technique and this look is all about blending, blending, blending. So here's where we add a flick of light. Using my Patrick Ta palette, I'm going to grab that shimmery champagne color. Using a flat, small brush, I'm going to wet it. You can use water. I just happen to have my Chantecaille Rose water, so I'm using that. And I am dipping that into that champagne color and applying it to the lid. Now I tap it on, and then when I'm working around the ridge, I use the edge of the brush and then tap some in the inner corner. As you can see, it's beautiful at catching light. Now going back in with the Victoria Beckham Cajole Liner in Bordeaux, I'm using that on the waterline and then grabbing the champagne color once again from the Patrick Ta palette, and I'm blending that underneath the eye area. Feel free to stop here with just the liner and the shadow. Now if you want to soften this look, get a color and a similar shadow and place it right on top of that eyeliner to soften it. On the outer edge, you can bring it in just a bit so that there's no hard lines. Grabbing now a color that's in a terracotta color, we're going to go ahead and go on top of that last place shadow and liner and soften it to create a sunset effect. Grabbing now a highlighter, we're going to put this on the outer cheek area, the nose, and on the ears to create a nice flick of light across the face. Using the Charlotte Tilbury Nudegasm palette with the contour and bronzer shade mixed, I'm placing that on the outer cheek and flicking up to create a nice sculpted, defined cheek area compared to the rounder side. Next, using the Kaja Wise Happy Cream Blush, I'm going to place this on the apples of my cheek with a beauty blender to give me a nice sheen on the cheek area. Onto the Nars Lip Liner and the Chantecaille Lip Clover color. I'm going to use that lip liner first and Halong Bay to lightly fill in my lips. The goal here is to have no hard definition. You should be able to wear this almost like a lipstick. Filling in the top and the bottom and lightly meeting the edge here and softening it with the technique of lightly filling it in. I love this color for an everyday lip color. Next, using the Chantecaille Lip Chic in the color Clover, I'm going to apply this all over the lips. This creates the most beautiful finish across the lips. Nice, shiny, and hydrating. Mwah! Love this color. And here we have the final look. All right, everyone, that's the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial. I did do sections of this eyeliner look so that you guys could stop at any point. You can do that graphic line with just the liner and the one shimmer shadow, or you can build it up to something a little more soft by adding the liner and then the shadow on top, or you can do the third option, which is to create a graphic smoky look, which is just more shadow on top of that eyeliner, and it kind of fades from a dark medium to light color on the ridge. Of course, if you guys have any questions, suggestions, you know I'm always here for you. Just comment down below. And as always, thank you greatly for watching. If you like what you're seeing here in True Voyage and you want to support my content, the best way to do it is to go ahead and subscribe and to use the affiliate links below. And hit the like button. Leave me a comment. All right, everyone, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. See you in the next video. Bye for now.